Well, hi all. It's Tuesday, but this is going to be a homebrew Wednesday anyway. I'm having a bit of a roundup of. I'm going to do a bit of a roundup of the beers I've done lately. Talk about my brew day on the weekend. I'm going to also do a beer tasting as well, so I'm going to really do a load tonight. But I haven't got a script, so it can be very quick. Anyway, last weekend on Saturday, Sunday I did a brew day. I made a nice mild, about 4%. I used Maris Otter, crystal malt, pale malt, and some special B. And what I did this weekend, I mashed with my mash bag again. I didn't restrict the flow this time because last time I restricted the flow I had it burning on the bottom, and so this time I let it go, mash really well, nice and clear with the bag, and also when I pulled it up there's no grain in there at all, and I hit my numbers. Well, I was about 5.1 for my pH. I was up to 5.4ish, but that would have been equalised off in acidity outwards with the other water, which is in treat. What else? I had 80% efficiency, so I can categorically say if you decide to go down that road with your grain father by sticking an extra bag in, you will not see any difference. I mean, what you do get is perfectly clear wort with no grain at all in it. And I bittered with Pilgrim hops. I recirculated a bit and it came out quite clear in the end. I think what I did do is to cool it down inside the fermentation, inside the pot, to allow the proteins to coagulate, and they obviously rested onto the filter plate a bit more, and obviously combined with the hops, and yeah, so it's bubbling away at the back there. I reused some of my Sapphire 05 from a previous brew. This is Sapphire 04 from a previous brew, and yeah, it's really going well, so I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be my little sipping Christmas beer, so looking forward to that. I'll be ready. I'm going to keg it up next in a week's time, and that'll be about a week before Christmas, maybe a little bit less than a week, but it's nice low alcohol beer, so it should be ready. It should have about a week, about 5 to 6 days to carb up, and it'll be ready to go. So I can drink that. Anyway, let's move on to the other things at hand. I'm going to quickly show you the beers I have been making. I made a best bitter and I made a Belgian IPA. The Belgian IPA, as I might have said on my last Saturday one, didn't ferment. It fermented down to about 10, 20. So I think it's going to be a bit sweet. Got a taste, and I made a special bitter which fermented down to about 10, 14. And we'll have a look at that. Anyway, here it is, the IPA. It's pale, bit soupy, isn't it? I can smell the Belgian yeast on those, but it's not. I'm not happy with it at all. If you look at that. One thing I did notice when I took it out of the fermenter is there was hardly any sediment at the bottom at all. Maybe it's because it's all floating around inside the yeast perhaps, but there's no yeast at the bottom. No one expects a nice big thick dollop of yeast in there. So this Belgian yeast, free Belgian yeast I've used, has not really done its business. I put some Sapphire 04 in after that, a few scoops of it, carousing off another beer, bubbled a bit more. It's come down a little bit, maybe 5 points, but that Sapphire didn't do much either. Let's give it a taste anyway. tastes quite nice. Got the bitterness. And the body is a bit about medium. Got medium body. I'd say there's a kind of lactosey flavour, but I think that's just the yeast what's floating around there. But the bitterness is right. So yeah, not 100% happy with that. I might try a different type of Belgian yeast next time. And yeah, let's put that down to experience. Anyway, so let's go to the next one. This is the special bitter I made. It's got a good colour. Clarity's good. Needs to clear up a little bit. It's only been carboning up for a few days. It's got a nice malty flavour to it. So a quick taste. So bitter's really good. Lots of malts there. Medium body again. I like this one more than that one anyway. I think I used, actually I can't remember what I used in this. I'll leave some notes down below, but it's definitely very best bitter. It's come out a lot stronger. I was looking for something maybe 4.5%, and this one's come at 10.52, so it's a lot stronger. But no, it's a good beer. So there we are. Those are the two beers I've made the last few weeks. I've got the mild in now. That's, as I said, I'm going to taste that in a few weeks. But that's good. Right. Next beer. I've got some Panhead. I think it's an American Pale Ale. If you don't know Panhead, I think it was one of the brews that Paul made. Oh gosh. Anyway, I'll come to him in a minute. Well, Paul Wickstein made this beer, and it was one of his kind of signature beers in his time. And it's about a year ago, and I think this beer is from Big Banana Brewing, and I'm assuming that he made it on the National Brew Day, which was the 5th of November, which I think was Bonfire Night in the UK, they call it. So Panhead APA is made in New Zealand, and it's a clone of the American Pale Ale. But let's crack it open and have a look. If I can find my bottle opener, give me a second. Okay, I've got a straight glass. I'm going to got the IPA glasses at the moment. One thing I'm noticing is my glass has got a little bit of a tide mark around it where it's been etched by our dishwasher. It's a pain in the ass. But anyway, cheers Big Banana Brewing, cheers Paul. Like I might have said this before, but I think I started doing a lot of blogging and stuff with beers and stuff because I watched Paul Wickstein and I enjoyed his videos. But yeah, cheers. Let's see how it goes. This has been chilling in the fridge at about 10 degrees for about a week, I think. Oh, how's it going? Okay, so carbonation looks just right. So a quick smell. I can smell. Maybe smell a bit of hops there. So let's go for it. I'll sit around not looking at this for a while. So carbs looking good. Let's get a bit more ahead on that. There we go. So, good head. Looks like there's quite a lot of dry hops in here. More maybe yeast. Let's have a look. There's a bit of yeast left in the bottom there, so I might have shaken a little bit of yeast up. Let's have a look in the light. No, I think that's all hops. Maybe a little bit of maybe a bit of chill haze on there. So yeah, the top is definitely hanging around. I can see a few particles of hops floating on top. Okay, I can't actually. I can just detect slight bit of hoppage, yeah. But no, I'm expecting a bit of a whack in the mouth with the hops. Right, so a taste. That's really good. It's it's the medium to dryness, as you say, medium to dry. The hopping, the bitterness wise, it's not majorly bitter, but there's quite a lot of hop flavour there. Very strong hop flavour. But it's well balanced. That top taste on my tongue, it tastes really quite pleasing, as you would say. It's like it's nice diving through it. So yeah, the colour's great, flavour's great. It's quite nice all round drink. I'm guessing that I get a few malts, but mostly hop now. I can taste the dry hop flavours here. Nope, it's really excellent beer. Good one big banana. I'll be sending you more beers when I've got more ready, and yes. So what else can I say? No more news on my little venture. I'm presently putting together a website. I'm going to be selling certain types of brewing products, hopefully. I'm going to specialise in a specific area though. I'm basically looking around for suppliers at the moment. I'm just trying to get my head around how I'm going to do it all. I haven't done a good idea how to get things together, but I want to get all things like all the search engine optimization right, and get all the stock looking right. And I may even launch my site in a very beta testing, non-sales perspective when I do go around to doing it. So yeah, I think I used to actually run a website, and I used to run a website. It was called Sports Watch Online years ago, and as the name implies, what I did then, I used to have like running watches, like Timex running watches, like the Iman watches and things like that, and the Casio watches and Garmin and what have you. And one of the unique things about when I was selling watches years ago, I mean, I'm talking about 10 years ago now, was that I used to have a website. It was hosted in America somewhere. I used to pay something like $2.50 a month for it. Ran the website, and I didn't hold stock. I used to have all my supplies fulfilled by a company in London, which is really good because I didn't have to buy stock. But the reason I didn't actually carry on doing it was because they had quite a lot of problems with them not having the stock when I had sold it, when they said they had it. So I had to spend a lot of time talking to customers and telling them they've ordered something and it's not going to arrive very soon. And especially around this time of year, you can quite imagine a lot of people buying their Christmas best presents and things like that, like, you know, and they were just not arriving. And back then you couldn't actually delay the time that PayPal took the money out of the person's account. So nowadays, if you order something, PayPal will actually pause for about 3 or 4 weeks until they take the money out, and I think you can actually even hold it back even longer if you don't actually dispatch the product. But yes, so that was my venture many years ago, and one thing I liked about that was that I never made a loss. I always made profit, and as long as I did my spreadsheet right to actually work out how much I was buying the stuff and selling it for, it was really good. Anyway, I'm actually digressing completely off the point here. Any more beer stuff? Ooh. No, that's it. Right, guys, I'm going to finish off this rather tasty beverage, and I'll catch up with you all soon. Please like, share, and what's the other one? Leave a comment if you'd like one. Like a comment. Anyway, cheers, guys and ladies. Bye.